Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news folks. The news coming out of the Washington Commanders camp is quite significant, especially as they prepare for this crucial matchup against the Los Angeles Chargers. It's always a roller coaster, isn't it? The NFL season is so unpredictable, and just when you think you have a grasp on the roster, injuries and strategic decisions shake everything up. And this week, the Commanders are dealing with some notable absences that could influence how they approach their game plan, especially on offense. Right now, the big headline is the absence of wide receivers Terry McLaurin and Noah Brown. Both players have been sidelined for the upcoming game on Sunday, and this isn't just a minor setback. They missed the second consecutive day of practice on Thursday, which signals that their injuries might be more serious than initially thought. McLaurin, dealing with a quad injury, sat out last Sunday's game against Atlanta, a game that was critical for the Commanders to keep pace in the NFC playoff race. McLaurin's absence has been felt deeply, not just because he's a key target, but because of his ability to stretch defenses and create explosive plays. His chemistry with quarterback Sam Howell has been evident all season, and losing him, even temporarily, leaves a noticeable void in the passing game. Noah Brown, on the other hand, has been sidelined for 2 games due to a groin and knee injury. He's been one of those reliable targets, especially on third down, providing consistency and a dependable option for Howell. With Brown out, the Commanders' coaching staff will need to adjust, perhaps leaning more heavily on players like Jahan Dotson or Curtis Samuel, who have shown flashes of brilliance throughout the season. But the absence of McLaurin and Brown isn't just about losing talent. It's about forcing the team to adapt on the fly, to find new ways to move the ball and keep the offense flowing without some of their most trusted weapons. And it's not only the wide receivers feeling the pinch. Guard Sam Cosmi has also been ruled out, after tearing his ACL in last season's NFC divisional playoff game against Detroit. The injury to Cosmi has been a significant concern, as he was expected to be a vital part of the offensive line for the upcoming season. The team has been cautious with his recovery, given the severity of the injury, and now they have a window of 21 days from Wednesday to decide whether to activate him or place him on injured reserve for the rest of the season. It's a tough blow for Cosmi, who has been working hard to come back, and for the offensive line, which has already dealt with its share of injuries this season. Moving over to the defensive side, there are some notable updates as well. Defensive tackle Darren Payne, who's been a force in the middle of the line, was added to the injury report with a knee issue, but was listed as a limited participant. Payne's presence is crucial for the Commanders' run defense, especially against a Chargers team that has shown the ability to run the ball effectively. The front 7 will need to be at their best, and any limitations on Payne could be a concern for their game plan. Linebacker Dail, who was dealing with a concussion, was limited on Thursday after missing practice on Wednesday. Concussions are always tricky, and the team will likely proceed with caution, making sure Cajo is fully ready before putting him back on the field. On the flip side, linebacker Nick Bellore and defensive end Dorrance Armstrong participated fully after sitting out the previous day due to illness and rest, respectively. Their full participation is a positive sign for the depth of the roster, especially as the Commanders look to bring their best against a talented Chargers offense led by Justin Herbert. Speaking of the defense, safety Percy Butler was limited for the second straight day with a hip injury. Butler has been a versatile piece in the secondary, and his ability to cover and support the run defense is vital. The secondary will need to be sharp, particularly against a Chargers team that has weapons like Keenan Allen and Austin Eckler, who can make plays all over the field. Now, on the offensive side, quarterback Sam Howell continues to impress, especially considering he missed 2 games earlier this season due to a knee injury sustained in Week 2 against Green Bay. But Howell has been a full participant in practice this week, which is a huge boost for the Commanders. His growth throughout the season has been remarkable, and he's become a true leader on the field. His ability to extend plays, make quick decisions, and connect with his receivers has given fans hope that this team can contend if they manage to stay healthy. And let's not forget the tight ends. John Bates, who was dealing with a calf and groin injury, was also a full participant in practice. Bates has been a reliable target in the red zone and at crucial moments, providing that extra layer of versatility for Howell. Carlson Yankoff, another tight end, returned to full participation after an ankle injury. These injuries and the subsequent recoveries have tested the depth of the roster, but the team seems to be managing well, with key players returning and ready to contribute. This mix of injuries and recoveries paints a picture of a team that's resilient, but also one that needs to find new ways to succeed. The Chargers are a formidable opponent, especially with Justin Herbert leading their offense. Herbert has been phenomenal this season, showcasing his arm strength, mobility, and football IQ. His connection with wide receivers like Keenan Allen has been one of the top duos in the league, and he's capable of carving up defenses if the Commanders aren't disciplined. The defense will have to be on alert, especially in the secondary. The Chargers' offense is adept at exploiting mismatches, and with the Commanders missing some of their key receivers, the game could turn into a battle of strategic adjustments. The coaching staff will have to get creative, perhaps emphasizing the run game more or utilizing younger players in critical situations. The development of players like Jahan Dotson and Curtis Samuel could be pivotal in filling the void left by McLaurin and Brown. Looking at the bigger picture, it's clear that the Commanders are in a pivotal moment of their season. Injuries are part of the game, no doubt about it, but how they respond will define their chances of making a deep playoff run. The team's depth, the resilience of their players, and the strategic adjustments made by the coaching staff will all come into play in this game against the Chargers. The NFC East has been fiercely competitive this year, with teams vying for supremacy and playoff positioning. The Commanders, sitting in a solid spot, know that every game counts, especially when facing talented opponents like the Chargers. This matchup could be a defining one, not just for the standings, but for the confidence and momentum of the team moving forward. The fans are eager, the players are hungry, and the stage is set for what promises to be a highly intense strategic battle. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all these injuries and the impact they might have? Are you confident that the team can overcome these hurdles and still get the job done? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Washington Commanders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. Remember, this season is full of surprises, and every game is a new chapter. The resilience and fighting spirit of this team have always been their hallmark, and even with some key players out, the Commanders have shown they can adapt and compete at the highest level. Whether it's the leadership of Howell, the emerging contributions of younger players, or the strategic adjustments from the coaching staff, this team remains a force to watch. So, keep supporting, keep believing, and let's see how they respond in this crucial matchup against the Chargers. Thanks for tuning in, and as always, go Commanders!